Hello and welcome to ELL, the channel that will educate and motivate you on your fitness journey. Did you know that the average person consumes over 300 grams of carbs per day, which is 1,200 calories just from carbs? That's more than half of the recommended daily caloric intake for most people. Just let that sink in for a moment. More than half of our daily caloric intake comes from carbohydrates, and that's not even considering the additional calories we get from proteins and fats. It's a staggering realization, isn't it? But what's even more concerning is the impact this high-carb consumption can have on our health. When we consume carbs, our bodies convert them into glucose, which is our primary source of energy. However, any excess glucose that isn't used for energy gets stored as fat, leading to weight gain over time. And it's not just about the extra pounds. High-carb consumption also means higher blood sugar levels, which can lead to insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. Moreover, a diet high in carbs, especially refined and processed carbs, can increase the levels of bad cholesterol in our blood, raising the risk of heart diseases. It's a domino effect, really. One that starts with that extra slice of bread or that second helping of pasta and ends in a host of health complications we'd rather avoid. And let's not forget the role of carbs in our energy levels. Sure, they give us a quick energy boost, but it's followed by a crash that leaves us feeling tired and sluggish. It's a vicious cycle that keeps us tied to high-carb foods, even when we know they're not doing us any good. So, if you are thinking about going on a low-carb diet or just want to live a healthier lifestyle, here are 5 high-carb foods you might want to avoid. Let's take the first step towards a healthier, more balanced diet, shall we? First up on our list, the beloved bread. While it might be a staple in many diets, it's also a major source of carbs. Yes, that includes your morning toast, your lunchtime sandwich, and that dinner roll you can't resist. Even the seemingly healthy choices like whole wheat and multigrain bread are loaded with carbs. But don't despair, there are alternatives. If you're craving a sandwich or just miss the taste of toast in the morning, consider bread made from Ezekiel or almond flour. These options are not only lower in carbs but also higher in protein and fiber, making them a healthier choice overall. And let's not forget, bread isn't just about taste, it's about convenience. So next time you're reaching for that loaf, think about what it's doing to your carb intake and consider a healthier alternative. Remember, not all bread is created equal, so choose wisely. Next we have pasta. This comfort food is unfortunately packed with carbs. Pasta, in all its delightful forms, from spaghetti to lasagna, is a carb-dense food that can quickly derail a low-carb diet. A single cup of cooked spaghetti, for instance, contains around 43 grams of carbs. That's almost 2/3 of the recommended daily intake for an average adult, all in one small serving. But don't despair, pasta lovers, there's a whole world of healthier alternatives waiting to be explored. Ever heard of spaghetti squash? This yellow vegetable can be baked and scooped out to resemble spaghetti strands, offering a deliciously low-carb alternative with only about 10 grams of carbs per cup. Or what about zucchini noodles? Also known as zoodles, these are a great way to satisfy your pasta cravings without overloading on carbs. So next time you're craving pasta, try one of these low-carb alternatives instead. Moving on to rice, another silent carb bomb. It's easy to forget that this seemingly innocent grain is packed with carbohydrates. Whether it's white, brown, or jasmine, each variety comes with its own carb payload. Let's break it down. A single cup of white rice carries around 45 grams of carbs. Brown rice, often touted as the healthier choice, still packs a hefty 42 grams per cup. Jasmine rice? It's no exception, weighing in at 43 grams per cup. But don't despair, there are alternatives that can satisfy your rice cravings without detonating the carb bomb. Cauliflower rice, for instance, is a fantastic low-carb substitute, offering just 5 grams of carbs per cup. Even broccoli rice is a great option, with only 6 grams per serving. These alternatives not only provide fewer carbs, but also pack more nutrients, making them a win-win for your diet. So, switch your regular rice with these low-carb alternatives for a healthier meal. Now let's talk about sugary drinks, the liquid enemy in the battle against carbs. We often overlook the fact that our drinks can be a sneak attack on our low-carb diet. A single can of soda, for instance, is a sweetened ambush of carbonated water, coloring, and high-fructose corn syrup. It might quench your thirst momentarily, but it's also loading your body with a whopping 40 grams of sugar. That's equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar, giving you a quick sugar high followed by an inevitable crash. And it's not just sodas. Even fruit juices, which many consider a healthier option, can be just as sugar-laden. A glass of apple juice can contain up to 24 grams of sugar. That's almost as much as soda. And we haven't even touched on energy drinks. Marketed as performance boosters, they often come loaded with sugar and carbs. Even the so-called zero-sugar versions can contain artificial sweeteners that might trigger sugar cravings. But don't despair. There are plenty of low-carb alternatives to keep you hydrated and satisfied. Water is, of course, the best choice. Not only is it carb-free, but it also helps regulate body temperature, lubricate joints, and flush out toxins. If you're looking for something with a bit more flavor, herbal teas are a great option. They're naturally low in carbs and come in a variety of flavors. Plus, they offer numerous health benefits from boosting your immune system to aiding digestion. And let's not forget about homemade smoothies. With a blender and some low-sugar fruits like berries, you can whip up a refreshing drink that's both nutritious and low in carbs. Just remember to go easy on the fruit and consider adding some leafy greens for an extra health boost. So next time you find yourself reaching for a soda or a fruit juice, think twice. There are plenty of delicious low-carb alternatives out there. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you. Remember, what you drink can be just as important as what you eat when it comes to managing your carb intake. Last but not least, sweets and desserts. A delicious deception. These tempting treats are often packed with carbohydrates, making them a tricky trap for those on a low-carb diet. The sugar in these confections is a major source of these hidden carbs. But it's not just about sugar. Many desserts also contain flour and other high-carb ingredients that can quickly add up. Think about your favorite pastry or pie. Delicious, right? Now imagine the carbs hiding in every bite. It's a sweet deception indeed. But don't despair, there are still ways to indulge your sweet tooth while staying on track. Consider healthier alternatives like dark chocolate. It's not only lower in carbs, but it's also packed with antioxidants. Berries, too, are a fantastic option. They're naturally sweet, low in carbs, and full of fiber. So satisfy your sweet tooth with these low-carb alternatives instead. Remember, the key is balance and moderation, not deprivation. Your taste buds and your waistline will thank you. In conclusion, while carbs are not inherently bad, consuming them in excess can lead to several health issues. We've walked through the labyrinth of high-carb foods, from the staple bread to the comfort food culprit, pasta. We've unveiled the silent carb bomb, rice, and exposed the liquid enemy, sugary drinks. And of course, we've uncovered the delicious deception of sweets and desserts. Each of these foods, when consumed in excess, can disrupt a low-carb diet and potentially compromise your health. So let's make informed choices and embark on a journey towards healthier living. If you found this video insightful, why not spread the word? There's a good chance someone in your circle might benefit from it too. And we'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. And of course, like and subscribe for more health-conscious content. Thank you for watching. Remember, your health is in your hands. So make the right choices. Don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Stay healthy.